the big story that was visible across channels and on social media yesterday, and after that barrage of TV debates and social media posts voicing public concern over government surveillance into private space of mobile devices of citizens, the government clarified yesterday that the Sanchar Sathi app is not mandatory and can be deleted by users. The Department of Telecommunications also said that the app is meant to empower mobile users, not monitor them. It is fully voluntary, works only with user consent and can be deleted anytime, is the new clarification posted by the Department of Telecom. Now, experts point out that this clarification is rather a retraction, as Rule 7B of the original order issued by the Department of Telecom directs phone makers that the pre-installed Sanchar Sathi app is mandatory and its functionalities may not be disabled. Government officials claim the platform has already helped trace lakhs of stolen phones and offer transparent tools to check mobile connections, block lost devices and guard against digital fraud. The government says that the sole purpose of the app is for strengthening India's digital safety and not for snooping. Communications Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia yesterday defended the DOT's directions to phone makers to pre-install Sanchar Sathi on all devices sold from March 2026. He insisted that there is no snooping or call monitoring involved. Now, his narrative to users was that if they want the app, they could activate it. If not, they could simply ignore it or even delete it. Remember, this statement came a day after the government's order to phone makers that led to a massive public and political outcry that makes the statement sound more like a retraction rather than a clarification. Listen in to what Scindia said.
संचार साथी एक ऐप है और एक पोर्टल है जिसके आधार पर हर एक उपभोक्ता अपनी सुरक्षा अपने हाथों से कर पाता है। ये जन भागीदारी का एक कदम है। इसमें लोगों को ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं, लोगों को स्वागत करना चाहिए। इसके आधार पर ना कोई स्नूपिंग है, ना कोई कॉल मॉनिटरिंग है। अगर आप चाहते हो तो इसको आप एक्टिवेट करो, अगर आप नहीं चाहते तो इसे एक्टिवेट मत करो। सुनिए ना, अगर आप इसको अपने फोन पे रखना चाहते हो तो रखो, अगर आप इसको डिलीट करना चाहते हो तो डिलीट करो।
So, Communication Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia's clarification there that the app is not mandatory, it is voluntary and users could choose to delete it. But remember, this verbal clarification or retraction, as experts are calling it, comes after the written order by the Department of Telecommunications and the Rule 7B that the app may not be disabled. Meanwhile, tech giant and iPhone maker Apple has already pushed back against India's order requiring all new smartphones to come preloaded with the government-run cybersecurity Sanchar Sathi app. Remember, the mandate triggered political uproar, with critics warning the app could allow broader state surveillance and weaken user privacy. Reuters filed this report.
Apple doesn't plan to preload its smartphones with a state-owned cyber safety app in India. That's according to three sources close to the matter. They said the US tech giant will tell New Delhi about their concerns over the government mandate. The Indian government has confidentially ordered companies including Apple, Samsung and Xiaomi to preload their phones with an app. It's called Sanchar Sathi, or Communication Partner, and authorities want it loaded within 90 days. The app aims to track stolen phones, block them and prevent them from being misused. The government also wants manufacturers to make sure the app isn't disabled. India's Telecom Ministry confirmed the move later and called it a security measure to stop serious endangerment of cybersecurity. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi's political opponents and privacy advocates oppose the move. They believe it's a way for the government to gain access to India's 730 million smartphones, and they argue the app could be used as a snooping tool. India's Communications Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia said Tuesday, in response to the criticism, the app was a voluntary and democratic system. He added users can choose to activate it and can easily delete it from their phone at any time. Sources said Apple will tell the government it doesn't follow such mandates anywhere in the world. That's due to a number of privacy and security issues for the company's iOS ecosystem. Apple and India's telecoms ministry didn't respond to requests for comment.
And staying with Apple, the Delhi High Court will hear Apple's petition today after the iPhone maker challenged key provisions of India's updated competition law, particularly the power of the Competition Commission of India to levy penalties based on the company's global turnover. In its lawsuit, Apple has contested amendments made to Section 27B of the Competition Act in 2023 and the new monetary penalty guidelines introduced this year. Now, these changes allow fines of up to 10% to be calculated not just on Indian revenue, but on worldwide revenue across all products and services. Now, this marks a major shift from the Supreme Court's landmark 2017 Excel Corp Care ruling, which held that penalties must be based only on relevant turnover, meaning revenue tied to the specific product in question. Apple argues that using global turnover has no rational link to conduct in India and may lead to disproportionate penalties. The new model, however, brings India closer to practices in the EU as well as the United Kingdom, where global turnover is used to set penalty ceilings.